Good morning. Hi, Holly.
It is so good to have you interviewing for Holly's Hot Wedding Tips. This is very exciting to be here at Boettcher Mansion, and you are the events coordinator.
I am. I've worked here for 11 years.
Wow, that is great. What have you done traditionally for weddings at Boettcher Mansion?
Well, you know, we find a lot of times clients choose to have their ceremony and reception at our location. What's really nice is we are air conditioned, so when you have your summer wedding up here, your guests can stay nice and cool. We're also located in the mountains, so being at 7,500 feet, we are about 10 degrees cooler than Denver, which makes a big difference on those really hot summer days. A lot of times we'll have our ceremonies on the back patio, followed by a cocktail hour in our front garden, and then the reception inside the main fireside room where we are today. It's also really nice to have a winter wedding up here because you can be in front of the fireplace here and then have your reception in the fireside room as well.
How beautiful. What are the current trends in weddings?
The current trends are refined woodlands, which fits perfectly with our setting here because we are surrounded by an evergreen forest. We've actually had a lot of photo shoots done up here by different vendors in the area because they know that the mansion fits perfectly with that refined woodlands photo shoot and feel. We've also found that clients have really enjoyed having their first dances and dancing out on the back patio. We've added some bistro lights out there so that it adds a really nice ambiance, and it's just a different feel to have your dancing and reception outside here in the mountains.
Beautiful. What's the most unusual wedding ceremony you've ever done?
Yeah, this was actually a really fun one. We did one on Halloween, and the bride and groom were dressed up like Star Wars. The officiant was dressed up like the Cat in the Hat, and they had an R2-D2 robot as their ring bearer. So he went down a ramp out onto the back patio to deliver the rings to the couple.
How beautiful. Did all of their guests dress in theme
as
well?
They did,
They all
yeah.
did Star Wars costumes?
I think it was just mostly Halloween feel, yeah.
Very beautiful. Yeah. What's the most common mistake you see couples making?
You know, what I find a lot of times is couples try to cut too many costs. So they don't get professional vendors, which makes a huge difference in just the atmosphere and overall dynamic of the wedding. They'll have their mothers doing the cleanup at the end, which you want to have your special people in your life enjoy your wedding day too. You don't want to have them working. So hire professional vendors, professional caterers, professional photographers and DJs so that your day can be a day to remember and you're not working on your wedding day.
That's good advice. What don't brides know to ask an event center that they should be asking?
You know, I've thought about that, and our brides and grooms are typically really prepared and educated. They usually come with questions to ask. They come with a binder so that they can store all of the information in it. So when you start going to different venues and really comparing, you have all of your information right there. So I think that people are really educated these days because everything's so easy to get online.
Good, good. That's exciting. What don't brides and grooms know about Boettcher Mansion and what makes it special?
Boettcher Mansion is actually turning 100 years old next year. So in 2017, we're going to be 100 years old. We also pride ourselves on having excellent customer service. We always return our clients' phone calls and emails in a very timely manner because I know what it's like when I reach out to companies and I'm waiting and waiting and waiting to hear back from them. So it's really nice that they can call us, get a real person to answer the phone, and if they do need to leave a message, we'll call them by the end of the day. We're also the mountain feel without the mountain drive. So we're relatively close to the airport. We're about a 40 to 45 minute drive. But when you're here, you feel like you're in the mountains. You don't have to go all the way into the mountains, the 2 to 3 hour drive, since a lot of your guests are already going to be traveling a distance across the country anyway to get here. You don't want to have them get in a car and drive for several hours after they're already here. I also hear that the Fireside Room is what people expect a Colorado wedding to look like. So you walk in, there's the stone walls, we're surrounded by evergreen forests, we have a beautiful view of the mountains in the front garden area, so it's just a really nice feel for the guests.
How wonderful. Thank you so much, Megan. This was amazing.
You're welcome. Thank you, Molly.